Right now, as you're listening to this, there's an invisible war happening inside your body. Microscopic soldiers are patrolling your bloodstream, ready to launch nuclear-scale attacks at a moment's notice. These aren't science fiction warriors. They're your immune cells, and they're more sophisticated than any military force humanity has ever created. But here's the shocking part. Sometimes these protectors become your worst enemies, turning their weapons against you. Welcome to the fascinating and terrifying world of your immune system. Your body houses an army of specialized cells, each with a specific mission. Think of IgE, antibodies, as your intelligence agents. They scout for threats and sound the alarm when parasites or allergens invade your territory. When these scouts detect danger, they don't just whisper warnings. They scream bloody murder to cells called mast cells. Imagine them as walking bombs, packed to the brim with explosive chemicals like histamine. These cellular grenades sit quietly in your tissues, waiting for the signal to detonate. The moment an IgE antibody locks onto a threat and binds to a mast cell, it's like pulling the pin on a grenade. Boom! The mast cell explodes, releasing a cocktail of inflammatory chemicals that can save your life, or nearly end it. When protection becomes destruction, here's where things get wild. This same system that evolved to protect us from deadly parasites can go haywire in our modern, sanitized world. Without real threats to fight, your immune system sometimes picks fights with harmless substances: pollen, peanuts, or pet dander. This is allergic reaction in action. Your mast cells are still launching their chemical warfare, but now they're attacking innocent bystanders. The histamine flood that once helped expel dangerous worms now makes you sneeze, itch, and in extreme cases, can shut down your entire cardiovascular system in minutes. It's like having a nuclear defense system that can't tell the difference between an invading army and a delivery truck. But why do we have this seemingly flawed system? The answer lies in our evolutionary history. For millions of years, parasitic worms were one of humanity's deadliest enemies. These intestinal invaders could literally eat us from the inside out. Our ancestors who survived were those with hair-trigger immune responses. Their bodies could detect the tiniest trace of parasitic invasion and launch an immediate, overwhelming counterattack. The eosinophils, specialized white blood cells, would swarm the site like microscopic warriors, releasing toxic proteins designed to punch holes in parasite membranes. This system worked brilliantly for millennia. The problem? Modern sanitation eliminated most parasites from our environment in just the last century, an evolutionary blink of an eye. Our immune systems are still programmed for ancient threats that no longer exist. Today, we live in the cleanest environment humans have ever experienced. We've conquered most parasitic diseases through better hygiene, water treatment, and medicine. But our immune systems haven't gotten the memo. Without real parasites to fight, some scientists believe our overactive immune responses redirect toward harmless environmental proteins. This mismatch between our evolutionary programming and modern reality might explain why allergies and autoimmune diseases are skyrocketing in developed countries. It's a cruel irony. The very system that saved our species is now making millions of people miserable. Your body is essentially fighting a war against enemies that don't exist, using weapons designed for battles we no longer face. Understanding this evolutionary mismatch opens exciting possibilities for treatment. Instead of just suppressing immune responses with drugs, we might learn to retrain our immune systems, teaching them to distinguish between real threats and false alarms. Some researchers are even experimenting with controlled parasite infections, essentially giving our immune systems their original job back in a safe, controlled way. The next time you suffer from allergies, remember, you're experiencing the legacy of humanity's ancient struggle for survival. Your immune system isn't broken. It's just a warrior without a war, doing its best in a world that no longer needs its particular brand of protection. Your body's microscopic army continues its vigilant patrol, ready to defend against threats that may never come. And in that readiness lies both our greatest vulnerability and our most remarkable achievement as a species.